Partland, owner of The Comforted Kitty, and this is my video newsletter. And the topic of today's video newsletter is going to be 5 benefits of adopting an older cat. So whether you're adopting for the first time or you are adding another kitty to your existing family, one of the first questions you're probably asking yourself is, should I adopt a kitten or an older cat? Well, you are in luck, because I have volunteered many years at local animal shelters and rescue organizations that adopt out cats. And I've also cared for hundreds of client cats of our business that have been former shelter kitties or rescue kitties. And with all of this, I have encountered hundreds of cats with all different types of personalities. So I can say with a certain degree of certainty that older cats are a great option to consider when adopting. So in this video, I am going to focus on the perks of adopting an older cat and share a few considerations you might not have thought of previously. Because unfortunately, the reality is that many older cats are overlooked in shelters for the younger kittens. The younger kittens never seem to have a problem getting out of the shelter, assuming they're pretty healthy. It's the older cats that tend to get left behind and can be there for sometimes months, unfortunately and sadly. So, number 1, you can see their personality. So whether you visit kitties at the shelter or you're maybe reading a description about the cat online that the foster wrote about the cat, you can get a sense of their personality before you adopt them. So are they outgoing and cuddly? Are they more of the independent type? Do they interact well with other cats or even kids? With a kitten, their personality hasn't emerged yet. But with an older cat, generally you can see who they are on day 1 and decide if your home is a good fit for them and their unique personality. There is a caveat to this. A lot of cats, they get stressed out from the shelter environment because it's cats are very sensitive, and so they don't do well, or they tend not to do well in a loud, environment with other animals, other cats, other dogs, and so it can definitely stress them out, and you may not see their personality because of that. They'll be more reserved and shut down. So the good news, though, out of this is that usually they just get sweeter and more gentle and more friendly and more playful once you get them home. It just can sometimes take a little while for them to readjust. Alright, number 2, they know the rules. So an adult cat is unlikely to cause damage to your home or disrupt your schedule, because most cats are surrendered to shelters or foster care, and it's not through a fault of their own. They may have a previous owner who divorced or developed an allergy or moved somewhere that doesn't allow cats. Whatever the case is, they end up at the shelter, and those cats will know the rules of living indoors because they've done it for many years. So it's definitely something to consider. Okay, number 3, older cats are better with kids. So kids love kittens, but don't we all? They're definitely super cute. But kittens are kids, when you think about it, themselves. And because they're smaller and weaker and less likely to know how to keep themselves safe, they have to be closely monitored around children. But adult cats, they know how to fend for themselves and can remove themselves quickly from a situation that is less than desirable when they're with kids, because they'll have that experience. And in many cases, when you are adopting a cat who has experience with children, they'll understand how to engage with those tiny humans. So again, they'll have that experience to deal with kids and may do well with kids, in fact. Now kids should always be supervised when interacting with any animal, but there is less to worry about, I would say, with an experienced feline. Alright, and number 5, they appreciate you. So what I mean by this is that being a cat owner, you undoubtedly have experienced how intensely loyal that cats can be and the extent to which they love you. And while that bond can form with any cat, an adult cat who has experienced hardships, living in the wild, being abandoned, or just living in a house where they were generally ignored, they will understand and appreciate you like few other animals and pets could. Cats are very intuitive. They know when you're having a bad day, and they can sense when you're happy. They can also, with their past experience, can help fully understand and appreciate when a good person adopts them. They'll see the happy ending or the forever home, and they'll know they're in a good home finally. So, something to consider. And then one more thing I would like to mention on this topic, which is adopt, don't shop. The ASPCA has reported that approximately 3.4 million cats enter shelters every year. So there's a lot to adopt from, and you don't need to be buying cats from a pet store or something else necessarily. I would definitely at least consider the shelter first. There's a lot of good cats there. So also, just since there's so many there, so no matter what traits that you're looking for in a cat, you're likely going to find it because there are so many in the different animal shelters in your area or the local rescues. Shelters and rescue groups are pros at matching personalities, so I would highly encourage you to tell them about your home and family, and then let them find the perfect match for you. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you would like to book our professional cat sitting services, perhaps for that newly adopted older kitty, the best way to do that is to go to our website, comfortingkitty.com, click on the Book Now button, and fill out the short intake form we have, and then just give us 1 to 2 days to get back to you with sitter availability and scheduling the meet and greet. And I will see you later.